Hey guys, it's been a while. I don't know exactly what the makeup of my audience is currently, but I'm almost 100% sure that at least 75% of you guys know that I'm a massive car guy. From my phone's lock screen to the things I post on my Instagram story, I've always been outspoken of how much a true car guy I really am. That being said, I did just say true car guy. What does that mean? Well, it's simple. Someone who decides that when they get a car or build a car, they aren't doing it for clout or for TikTok fame or even for the money. They're doing it because they want something that they truly like. Most car guys like fast cars, but with fast cars comes more problems, not just mechanically, but with safety. A lot of you know about the death of a popular content creator on TikTok by the name of One Stock F30. For the sake of this video, we'll just say One Stock. He was a pioneer for building BMW B58s, as well as an advocate for Audi's Daza engine that's found in the RS3 and the TTRS. He was a really fun person to watch and an even more entertaining person to listen to because you could really tell that cars were his life and his passion. Many popular content creators, such as Drew Peacock, have made videos on the death of one stock, and at the end of the day, each creator basically came to the same conclusions of one, not having enough safety equipment in higher horsepower cars, because his car was pushing like 1400 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's a lot of power for a car, and he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, he didn't have harnesses, right? So it was a kind of weird thing to see. Um, but not only just not having enough safety equipment, but not having enough outside learning tools, such as tracks and private areas for these newer generation drivers coming up, watching these TikTok creators do all this stuff on the street. You know what I mean? Another popular content creator, Esteban Caballero, posted a video in which he speaks about the death of one stock, but also how he himself, who is making a BMW which is capable over 1,000 horsepower, is getting his own full roll cage, Hans device, harnesses, and a bunch of other safety equipment as well. Because at the end of the day, things happen regardless of how fast your car actually is or how much horsepower it can actually produce. I've seen my friends personally get into accidents, their brakes failing, engines blowing up, and I personally have had my own brakes fail on the escarpment when I was 16 years old. Without my knowledge of my car, my e brake, me being able to go out to private areas by myself and take my car to its limits and learn exactly what I need to do in order to not kill myself, I wouldn't be making this video for you.
It's a crazy time in the car community right now because a lot of people are now coming out saying that they've been wrecking their cars because of too much horsepower, because of recent events that have happened. I'm gonna give you some big brother car guy advice right now. If you have a car and you haven't taken that car to its fullest capabilities in stock form, you have no business throwing horsepower at that car. You need to find the limits of the car and you need to get very comfortable with those limits before you start doing anything to it. The reality is that social media has jaded us to what a lot of horsepower is. If you put 300 wheel in a Civic or a S2K or a Miata, it's gonna be really fucking fast. And anything past that threshold of 300 wheel, once you start breaking 4, 5, 6, things get fucking hectic and you need to have the proper equipment to make sure that you're safe if anything goes wrong, because things do happen. So as your official big brother car guy of TikTok, because it seems that nobody else gives a shit, I'm gonna share with you. Learn your vehicles inside and out in stock form. Get comfortable when it does weird shit so that if anything were to happen, you're better prepared. Things do happen out of our control at times. There's nothing we're gonna do about that, but it is better to be prepared and understand and have good judgment of what that car might do versus not knowing what the fuck to do and something catastrophic happening. I love you. And for anybody who's gonna hate on this video, you're extremely unintelligent and you should hand me your driver's license so I can put it in a big fat fucking blender and you should never be behind the wheel of a car again. That's all. This is my apparel brand, Dump Speed USA. Check it out. I love you guys.
I think the death of one stock is a wake up call to all car people, not just about safety, but the actions we commit as people. As much as people say, oh, he was street racing, that's what he gets, that's not the glaring issue in the car community today. One Stock's death was an accident, but it highlights a problem in today's society past him. He was quite frankly enjoying his car in a much safer environment than what would be a takeover. No one was hurt in this incident except for him, and things like takeovers where people are sliding in the middle of an intersection where emergency vehicles need to get through, where innocent people are inches from the car and being hit, is really what causes the actual car guys to get a bad name. I could say the exact same thing for cutting up in traffic. Going fast on the highway and roll racing where there's no one around is one thing, but when you're using innocent human beings as your own personal vehicular obstacle course, that's really where I draw the line. Please, everyone, take the death of one stock as a learning experience to one, take your cars to the track if possible, two, get enough safety equipment. Learn your car before driving it stupidly fast, and please, please, please take innocent people out of it. I'm going to be uploading more frequently. I moved to Montreal and I finally settled into my home. I want to do F124 content, so I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch before I actually upload the videos. Thank you for watching, and please, please take care.